Boom shakalaka, last few hours for Bitcoin. Watch this video fast. Stay tuned. What's up, everyone? Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, last few hours for What's up, everyone? Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, last few hours for Bitcoin. Watch this video before April Fool's Day. Before we get into it, like the video, join us on Twitter through Crypto Love, and subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel, making daily videos longer than everybody else. Now today, fear and greed at 32, pretty much sideways for the past month. You know what else is sideways? Yes, you guessed it, the market sideways today. Bitcoin 83,015, Ethereum 1829, XRP 216. Now, Bitcoin continuing in this downtrend, broken below the 200-day moving average here in orange, the 21 EMA here in blue, and this orange arrow points out from the peak, the local top, the distance that we are. Last time, still had quite a bit of time to go. This time might have the same type of thing. But if you see, there was some resistance back here at 73,000, resistance here at 73,000. That's the direction Bitcoin's headed. Might find some support in this area right here where I am circling right now. But this week, we potentially have a big breakout coming, a lot of volatility for Bitcoin. This coming week is filled with key economic events for Bitcoin. Bitcoin has recently been highly correlated with the macro environment. Expect high volatility. We have the ISM manufacturing PMI, we have the JOLTS job openings, we have the ISM services PMI, we have non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate, Fed Chair Powell speech, all of this stuff happening this week. Things might just be about to go crazy. And if you take a look, Bitcoin did just have a huge long liquidation, over 2 billion USD flushed in open interest. And while the floor may be close, there's also the possibility could swipe that at $80,000, could swipe below, up, down. Doesn't matter, because the leveraged degens are just going long and short, no matter which way Bitcoin goes. Now, if we take a look right now at the exchange inflow volume momentum, lower exchange inflows for Bitcoin could be signaling decreased investor interest and reduced on-chain activity. Historically, this sets the stage for big moves. How about that? More evidence of big moves coming here. All of these things compounding some big moves coming for Bitcoin. Now, should Bitcoin move up, the average entry price for short-term holders is $90,800. You can see above the price right now. This level represents a key resistance barrier. You can see that it did act as resistance a couple times before we were able to break out on the last leg up. So, may have a little bit of resistance. And long-term holders really haven't made up their mind in terms of what they're doing. They have been on pause since November, which is like 4 months pretty much. You can see here, not buying, not selling, just basically going sideways. Watch closely because their return could mark a major trend shift. But you know what else could mark a major trend shift? How about the whales? Yes, whales are buying Bitcoin once again after selling the top. They have impeccable timing. Well, guess what? They're starting to buy again, meaning we might be getting close to a local bottom. Now, we might also not, because they were buying back here, and that was definitely not the bottom. And they were buying heavily here, and that was not the exact bottom. They were buying some more at the exact bottom, but they tend to generally buy on the way down and sell as things get higher. Right now, they're buying, so could be approaching a bottom. As a matter of fact, talking about approaching important lines, the 38.2 fib level is key support for Bitcoin on bull trends. You can see that when it breaks, that generally is when the bear market starts. Right now, $80,921, the key fib level. Now, I would also argue that yes, that may be true. If it breaks the 38.2 fib, it could be a bear market, but we still have higher lows and higher highs being formed on this trend. So until we have a lower low, which right now is about $50,000, maybe that might not indicate a bear market, but I'm not a professional trader. I just make these videos on YouTube. I don't really know much of anything. Now, Bitcoin has not peaked yet. Really? Is it possible? Well, yes. In each cycle before, we've seen a sharp 30 to 40% pullback before the final leg up and cycle peak. And I remember back in 2017, sentiment shifted drastically. People were questioning whether Bitcoin, because before that, everybody was like, yeah, this thing is incredible. It's going to be, John McAfee says it's going to be $1 million per Bitcoin. It went all the way up to like 3,000 and change, and then came all the way down to like $1,500. And everybody was like, maybe it's not. But then it did. It went all the way up to $20,000. Now, similar thing happened at around $35,000 at the last peak. I don't remember if there was a sentiment shift then. But this time there's definitely 100% a sentiment shift from people saying, hey, Bitcoin's going 200, 500, $1 million, to all of a sudden, bull market's over. It's a bear market. I'm just going to change my name from the bull to the bear. And then it's bearish, even though there's higher lows and higher highs, but it's bearish. So that being said, we do have the fourth signal for Bitcoin since Bitcoin existed. If we take a look at the liquidity cycle, this kind of forms these double bottoms. The second bottom correlates very nicely with pre-banana territory for Bitcoin. Well, we have that second signal suggesting a big move for Bitcoin. And if you take a look at Bitcoin's market cap measured in gold ounces, the power law, historically it was this blue line right here. But according to Jurian Timmer, the director of global macro at Fidelity, he says that gold's historical compound annual growth rate is 8%, which actually skews this chart. So instead of reaching $1 million per Bitcoin at 2036, it's actually at the bare minimum going to be at 2029, 7 years earlier. How freaking cool is that? But that's all for this episode. Until the next time, I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
Boom. Shakalaka.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.